Sometimes the biggest secrets you can only tell a stranger, and then when you do come across one, you find them in the strangest of places. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it.
Who's that? Oh, that's very familiar.
Say hello on camera, Tugboat Jim. This is Tugboat Jim. I'm very well, we've just met you. Where are you going, Tugboat? I'm not sure he knew. And what about him, Van Man? Like me, I suppose he was following his own highway, making his own movie. Someone on the secret highway gave me a tip-off that a member of a famous rock band was playing a piano in his canal boat, so I went along to find out.
Hi, my name's Jazz DeLorean. I live on this boat with my artist wife, Adele, and we're currently in dry dock. I was supposed to be on tour with my band, Tankers the Henge, but it's all cancelled because of COVID. But we're here rebuilding the boat and playing some tunes and having a great time anyway.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Rolling round the country on an overdrive, picking up the silver that I spy. Well, there's more tears in my jeans than holes in my heart. I'm a wandering, lonesome kind of guy. You can do anything. You can do anything.
Absolutely beautiful.
Likewise, glorious. Oh, that's fun, my progress.
Yes, I'll come and help you at the lock. Just stay on your boat.
Thank you so much. I only bought it 2 months ago from Bill the Man in Stoke Bruin. He's at the Canal Museum. I think it's 1936, wooden tug built for BCN, used to tug 8 jerry boats full of 250 tonnes of coal each. Beautiful. Fowler 2DYM, I think it used to be a sort of tractor engine, but yeah, 1958. It was actually, the engine was made in 1944, put in this boat in 1958.
Up the cut, there existed another kind of garden. You'd not see it from the road, and only by peering through the trees and then some could you get an idea of the kind of magic that befalls you on the secret highway. Caroline went to see Greg, who'd been growing his produce these past 20 years.
That's perfectly good to eat.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Oh, well, I'm definitely going to have some of this tonight.
You don't drop it into boiling water, but no more than 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah, okay.
Max.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that good?
That is so beautiful. Well, I mean, obviously you want the little tassely things to be brown, so you know it's ripe. And look at this. This is, what's it called, Greg? The variety. That's right. Look. After the Indian reservation, or Indian Native Americans. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. And I'm growing a multicoloured one.
The organic status of the farm is more than 10 years old, and to me that's phenomenally important because the difficulty started about 250 years ago when the canals were being constructed and we were going to mass production and mass distribution, because that's where we started gobbling up fossil fuels, mostly coal at that time, to feed the Industrial Revolution. And it's that exact point that we need to go back to, re-examine what we've done, and see how we can alter that in the future. I'm not sure that the contemporary use of the canals for pleasure cruising fits comfortably with that organic environmental view. That's a hard thing to say, but basically what I'd like to see is the boatyards and the IWA and loads of other people restoring the towpath forest to absorb the carbon that the boats produce.
I've no idea what temperature, somewhere in the middle will do. About 10 minutes, that's all. Keep an eye on them. And they go beautifully golden. There you go. Look at all those air bubbles. There is a myth about air bubbles. Air bubbles mean are proportionate to your wealth gathered during your life, but the speed with which the air bubbles disappear is the speed with which your wealth disappears. So did you know Nick had a few, but they've all gone?
Greg had a point. The idea of environmentally friendly electric-powered boats, for example, was on no one's agenda right now. And while the canal world's present reality trades heavily on heritage and nostalgia, there is a big movement on towpath activity. For example, you can cycle on the towpath from, say, Manchester to London without touching any kind of road. Agriculturally speaking, Greg's farming way of life was like a breath of insight in an increasingly diminished landscape.
Yeah, the courgettes are in the other field. Here's some pumpkins.
Oh yes, lovely chaps.
Yeah. So we've developed this really solid, it's almost like a squash, really high flavor and a decent size.
Very nice. Is that for me?
Yeah. There's a couple more
Very
cool
big
ones.
ones.
This one's not very good. This one's only like half a cob, but there's color in that
Oh
one.
yes, yes.
Okay.
I think the bag is open.
Greg is a bit of a firebrand when prompted about our environmental responsibilities, and whilst he's known to be quick to comment, he has invested huge amounts of time working with the organic nature of what is essentially homegrown food.
Synergism, sustainability, and social, moral, environmental responsibility are needed in larger quantities. Those things, along with altruism, to be taught in the schools, that's really hard nut to crack. It doesn't come in a book how to be altruistic. It's something you have to feel inside and you do spontaneously. And I don't think that can possibly happen if you're trying to force that out of people.
Altruism, there's a word. But it does happen, and in ways you least expect. Take the coal boat, for example. Everyone likes to see the coal boat. They sell you gas and coal in all weathers, summer and winter. But they also provide an important link to a rich canal history that, like a good memory, shouldn't be forgotten.
I've lived on canal boats for most of my life. When I went to the train from Manchester to London, because the canals were built there first, and I always wanted to live on a canal boat, and the only way to get one was to get it sponsored, because that's what I do, that's my job. And so I had to go on the longest canal boat journey in the world, from the Black Country to the Black Sea. And yeah, the boat is 28 years old and it's seen better days, but it's got this massive authentic history behind it. But it's not just about the boat, it's about the back cabin, because this is where I do my editing for my little telly shows. And I'll show you inside. And this is my back cabin, which I've spent so many years of my life in. It's not very big, no, it's tiny, but I've got everything that I need to edit my films, to get onto my YouTube channel, and it's connected, the phone's connected to the computer, so I can download stuff and upload stuff. We're absolutely got all the modern conveniences, it's great. So we're going to be spending quite some time in here over the next few months, hopefully to entertain you. You know the channel.